Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Alhamdulillah, I have explained to you the concept of the power of thinking big in the previous video. Now I'm going to tell you of how to achieve your dreams. This is where we can consider this whole idea of what we want to do, what we want to achieve is always constantly becoming part and parcel of our inner speech at the spiritual, emotional and mental level. So what we can do is every one of us will have dreams. Just like if you sleep at night, do you have a dream? Yes, you have a dream. Sometimes it's a horrible dream, sometimes a good dream, sometimes a dream where you are relaxing by the beach, and so on. So there are many things. But the real dream that you are driven forward can be influenced by many factors in your life. Alright? So we can have, for example, we start at the highest level. That means at the lowest level, we can start our existence of dream when we are even a child. So we have childhood dream. We have all the fantasies, because when we're young, we have all the fantasies of being able to fly, like Superman. For example, if you see a lot of Superman cartoon, you end up thinking that you can fly. But if you really manifested that Superman dream and then you try to jump from a high place, you know, you hurt yourself. So basically, we know that we have certain dreams. Alright, what are the motivating factor that drives our dream in our childhood? Because that will be one dream that can continue towards life to become an achiever, or we can change. Alright, so it's like a game. Alright, so you can teach your children how they can manifest their thinking methodology by playing this game called the Dream Ladder, and ask, where are you now? Alright, at every level we can ask ourselves, even when we have gone through life. Alright, where are we? Because we have a few levels, maybe more. We have our dream when we are a child, and that dream may be different from this dream that we have when we are a teenager. We have changed. Alright, then this teenager dream could be even different in our youth or in our adulthood. Okay, then it may change at a later part in life where we have the final dream of being an achiever, which is maybe related, all this is related or not related. So different people have different path, different journey, different struggle. All this is what we have to try to shape. This whole process of shaping our dream must start with when we are babies. So we shape our babies, our children, our youth, our adults, our ummah to have positive dreams and not negative dreams. Alright? So we have to teach them this value of positive dreams and being an achiever in a positive manner. Alright? So there are many things that we can do. So there are many examples that we can take. For example, maybe, alright, certain incident in your life in the childhood will direct you to a dream. Alright? I remember when I was a child, I was a young person, I was in school, and we came from a very poor family living in a slum, and I used to pass by the houses of the rich people there. Alright? And at one time, when I was around 11 years old, I passed by a house and they threw away a lot of books. You know, books like old Reader Digest, some old novels. So I'll pick up these books because I love reading. So I take up this book and I found that they have thrown one book. It's a very big book, bigger than this Positive Islamic Psychology. It's a very big book, about 600, 700 pages, a hardcover book, just thrown by the drain. So I picked up that book, and it is, you know what? Jane's All-World Aircraft, a book on all the aircraft in the world. That edition was about 1956 edition. So it was so fantastic. I see all kind of planes, fighter plane, transport plane, amphibious planes, you name it, I know it. Why? Every day I'll read that book. So my dream was then shaped to become an aeronautical engineer. So which I tried when I was a teenager. Based on the result of my high school, I tried to apply. At that time they have opening for ground maintenance engineer with Qantas. I tried. Out of 7 people, I was among the 7 last person to be sent to Australia for training. They choose 5. I was knocked out. Okay, I didn't fulfill my dream. I tried with another company. At that time they have MSA, Malaysia Singapore Airlines. Try to get the job. Even at the final, do the IQ test, do everything. They ask me about planes. I can answer everything about planes. At the last interview, I failed. But that dream of becoming an engineer is manifested in my youth. So what? I end up being an industrial engineer. All right? But how is that shaping process taking place? It changed my life because of one book. All right? One book that I treasure, that I read every day in my moments of contemplation, in moments of frustration or anguish, in my moment of poorness. I find solace in this one book, which somebody has thrown away, which then give me the whole library of knowledge. So when I go to class, they can ask me about anything about aeroplanes. I would know what model of Sukhoi, what is its performance, how it's being done, where are the power plant, and so on. All I learned. Imagine a child of 11 years old growing up with that book until I'm 16 or 17 years old, always treasuring that little book for me to find new knowledge, which is not found in school, but in this handbook called Jane's All-World Aircraft. You can buy, still this book now is still on sale. Jane's All-World Aircraft is here. Now they have all the latest edition and so on. All right? So that dream drives me to become my dream in my youth. And then in my youth, I have another interest. That means my interest at that time was novels. So I love reading. So I read a lot of novels, especially the Indonesian novels, like great writers by Hamka, Professor Hamka, and so on. So my dream then changed. At my teenager years, I thought instead of becoming an engineer, I want to become a novelist, to write novels. All right? So, yes, I did write short stories, and in my youth, I wrote, but it was not good enough to be published. But it is okay. At least, that is some vision of mission that you have. All right? So in my life dream, I moved on in life. So I became a consultant, human resource consultant, traveled the world, sent to Japan, sent to Latin America, worked all over the place. And then I met our brother, this man, Professor Muhammad Mahdi Jenkins, all right, some 35 years ago, and we became friends. And he was the professor who gave his life to think about how to change the world, how to create a transforming generation so that we can save the secular society. And he became a Muslim, started the Khalifa Institute, Khalifa Foundation, Khalifa Primary School, Khalifa Secondary School, and so on. And then he worked on this idea that we can reach out to the young Muslims of the world, that we offer them an alternative to the hedonistic, meaningless, boring life of Western ideas of existence, to the new ideal of Islam, consonant with Islam, but modern, vibrant, achievers Islam that we call the transforming generation. So inshallah, that would be my dream in life now, inshallah, because I reach a certain age where now I am at the last phase, wallahu alam, of my existence. So maybe Allah may give me another 10 years or 20 years, but then I can then fulfill that part of that dream. And that dream could be very big. For example, if we talk about the Ummah, we have 1.7 billion Muslims in the world. How many young people? We have 700 million young people within the 1.7 billion. So we try to reach out to the 700 million. Is it possible? Remember the previous chat I was telling you? From the realm of impossibility to the possibility? Some people will laugh. It's impossible, brother. There's no way you can reach the 700. It could be a possibility now with social media, with Instagram, with WhatsApp, with you name it, all the tools of technology. Even the poorer people of the world, the poorer Muslims of the world, the poorer youth of the Muslim world could have smartphones. So through smartphones, there could be access for us to reach out to them. All right. So if we don't even at this dream of reaching out to 700 million transforming generation of the youth is not achieved, assuming that the end, inshallah, of my life, when I do this jihad, this da'wah of positive Islamic psychology, expanding our capacity every day, video recordings, certification programs to become our certified practitioner, Islamic positive psychology, life coaches, training programs, and all kind of Khalifa Circle programs, developing the Ummah, step by step by step by step, inshallah, one day, maybe not now, 50 years from now, when we're long gone, this idea can take root and be manifested. That is where we bring from the realm of the impossibility to the realm of possible and manifest it at a certain point in life. So it's always important for you to have certain dreams see what are the influences to your dream, then shape your dream. Most important is all this shaping process. This whole process of shaping your dream towards being an achiever. Whatever that you intend to achieve. Remember, it can be in arts, it can be in sciences, it can be in humanities, it can be in engineering, it can be in anything. What shape you, and it can change. But all this experience of my life now give me the capacity to be an achiever. As a trainer, as a teacher, as a motivator. Okay, because all of them are linked together. This is the last piece of the jigsaw puzzle of my life, inshallah. So this is where we can grow and be an achiever to whatever level that we dream, we envision, that we hope for. Dua every day. Submit to Allah. Speak, communicate to Allah all the time. Ya Allah, I need your help. I need your help. In what? Be specific with your dua of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Be specific every day. Achieve one goal, go to the next one. Achieve one goal to the next one. Achieve one goal. But you have to do it. So there are some tips which I'm going to tell you about how to achieve your dream. But at least you know this game of the dream ladder, which you can play with your children, and then tell them about how they can shape their childhood dream to their teenager dream, your youth dream, and their life dream. And at any point of our life, whether you are a teenager, whether you're a youth, whether how we can then go backward and go forward to become an achiever, to achieve your dream, inshallah. And in the next video, I'm going to give you the various tips of how to do it. Thank you.